Hi everybody, I'm back again with another Hot Toys figure. He's finally arrived. My 1/6 scale Hot Toys Predator 2 City Hunter. First impressions, love it. Excellent figure. A lot of people have been a bit disappointed with this figure, mainly because I think the head is not quite right, not quite movie accurate. The Predator 2 that they released quite a few years ago now had a more accurate sort of head shape than this one, but I ain't bothered about that at all. I love it. And the paint apps on the armour, a few people complained about that as well, but I think it's brilliant. Just love this figure. There is a couple of things that I wish that they would change with their Predators. I'll come on to that in a little while, but all in all, out of 10, I'd say this for me is a definite 8.5, possibly a 9 out of 10 figure. So stoked that I got this. I did have the original P2 and the Battle Damaged Predator as well. I sold them when I saw this one was coming out because I just like the look of this one better. The body proportion is much better. It's not as bulky. Yes, you can't really pose it brilliantly. I'd love to pose it with the arms up in the air when he holds his spear up in the air, but you can't do that with this figure because of the shoulder armour. But that's just a small little gripe. So as usual, I'll give you a head to toe look, show you what he comes with, and I'll go through the different facial options that you've got with this guy. Okay, head sculpt first. Very nice. Very similar to the Snake Predator that they released about a year or so ago. Similar type design, similar sort of head shape. The paint applications are different, obviously, but the detail, oh, it's superb. I love the mouth. Really don't know how I'm going to show this guy because I love him with the mandibles open look like this, which is how I love all my Predators, but he also looks really good with the mask on. I'll show you that a bit later. It does have a light up feature, so I don't know whether to show him like this or with the mask on. I might have to buy another one of these guys to give him the battle damage look as well. The thing that I never really liked about the P2, I know it was in the film, was his cannon, his shoulder cannon. I didn't really like the design of that. It's too thin and flimsy. I prefer the newer Predators with their cannons. But they have to go with what the film gives them. Paint applications on this figure, I really do like them. Great sort of bronzy type look to the armour. The wrist blades are fully retractable and you can push them back in. I've got them retracted at the moment. Not retracted, I've got them extended. I will get my English right. They are a metal sort of feel to them. I think they are metal, but it's a very light type metal. I will do a 360 on this figure. So just look at the lovely sort of bronzy type paintwork. This camera's really picking it up well. And they've carried on with that theme down on his shin armour. Comes with a boring old base as usual. You know my gripes on that. I wish they wouldn't do these bases, or do these bases but give you an alternative base as well. I suppose that would push the price up of the figures, but it's worth it. So what does this guy come with? Well, he comes with 7 hands. He's got this hand here for gripping the extendable spear. He's got this more relaxed hand here, which I've got him holding his face mask, his breather mask. He's also got this hand here, which is used for holding his throwing disc. He's got a more relaxed type hand. This one you use for putting the net launcher on, so you can actually have him with the net launcher in his hand if you wish. He's also got this hand, which I suppose you can use for holding maybe the skull trophy that he's got, or you can also have it for holding the mask if you wish to have him in the other, hold the mask in the other hand. These are the hands I don't like. Yes, it is accurate to the film, especially when you see the first film, the thumb sticking up like that. I would prefer it to be more of a fisted type hand, because I don't like the thumb sticking up like that, which is why I try not to show my figures with this hand on. And there's the same on the other side. And also, as an alternative, you can put on the severed arm. So really, you've got 2 Predators in one here. When Hot Toys released the P2 a few years ago, you had the choice of buying 2 of them. You had the one without the battle damaged and the battle damaged. I'm not going to show him with this. I don't like the look. It also comes with the human skull and spine. Nice gory detail on the blood there, and all the sinews going round. Also, he's got his extendable spear, which you see with a lot of the older Predators had this. It still doesn't quite fit right in the hand, it's still very loose. That's something I think they need to address, which just make the hand a little bit tighter. It might be harder to get it in the hand, but once it's in there it won't fall out. So you can, as I've got it extended, or you can retract it if you wish. He also comes with 2 of these. Now this is his breather mask. This one, see, it's got the plugs on it. That's the one that you put in the face if you want to see him wearing it. I will pause this video and show you the different looks on his face. He's got a rubber hose that you just push straight into the back. You'll be able to see that when I spin the figure around. And he's got a second one which you can hold, which is great addition by Hot Toys that they've done that. He also comes with open mandibles, as you can see here, and he's got a set of closed mandibles. Again, I will show you that later on. And the famous biomask. A lot of people say this is the best biomask on a Predator. It is good. It's not my favourite, but it does look really good on this figure, and it has got a light up feature, and I'll show you that in a little while. So let's just move these accessories out the way. He also comes with spare pegs for the hands, just in case you break them, which is highly possible. So move him around to the side. You have to put this pouch on. Let's move around to the side so you can see it a bit better. There you go. He's got a pouch with a bone around the top. Just pull the head off. It's very easy to pull the head off. No problems whatsoever, not like the old Predators of years ago. And just slide it over his neck and over his shoulder. He's also got his detonator. I can just get in there, show you his detonator. So the light's not picking it up very well here. Just trying to get some light on it. I'll pause the video a bit later and get the light on it, but you can open it up. So there's the great paint apps on his armour. Loving it. Really do like the look of this figure. Down on his leg, there's his net launcher, which you just plug into his leg, or as I say, you can have it in his hand. I might show you that a little bit later as well. Moving on round, that's where the hose plugs into the back of his body armour. Very easy. And as you can see here is his medikit. Now I will take that off later and open it up so you can have a look. And that is an awesome medikit. This is the only thing that came with the battle damaged Predator that they released years ago. It was the main selling point, I think, of that figure, was the medikit. Dreads, lovely dreads, nice sort of rubbery feel, fall down beautifully. Moving on down his back, again, great paint apps. It looks like, say, it's bronze effect. It looks like it's old bronze. This camera picks it up really well. They're like green sort of tint in the bronze. And his skin coloration, great skin coloration. I think it's a little bit darker than it was in the film. I'll have to check back on the film to see that, but I think the browny sort of reddy skin tone is a little bit darker than it should be. Moving on round to this side, there's his throwing disc. You just push that in, or say you can show it in his hand if you wish. There's his retractable wrist blades. Again, the slight green tint in the bronzy armour. Give you a side profile of that head. Really do love this figure. The more and more I look at it, the more I like it, and I think a lot of people have realised that. They've bought the figure, just done a quick video on it, come up with loads of flaws on the figure, but the more they look at it, they tend to sort of like it even more. I really do rate this figure highly. So what you can do is what MRA did, is buy the head from the original Predator 2 that they released, and you can swap them over because the paint applications aren't too far off the body, so it wouldn't look out of place if you wish to do that, make it a little bit more movie accurate. I might do that at a later point, say when I buy another one of these figures. So I'm going to pause the video here, and then I'll show you with his closed mandible look. Okay, here he is with his closed mandibles. Give you a side profile. Very nice look as well. So you're sport for choice of how you want to show this figure. He looks good in all guises. Okay, so I'll pause the video again and show you with his face mask on, his breather mask. Just bear with me a sec. Okay, there he is with his face mask on. I think that makes him look even more menacing, actually. It really is a nice look to this figure. If you look back on my Guardian Predator that I'd done a while back, I've actually got him shown. I'm actually showing him with the face mask on. But this guy also looks pretty freaking awesome with the face mask on. Some nice detail in that face mask. Big improvement on the original Predator 2 that they released. Okay, so I'll pause him and give you his final look with his biomask on. And here he is with his biomask. You can see just up here, just pick it out. It's his light up feature. You have to pull off this little bit of his chin to put the mask on. Not a problem. And then it just plugs straight in the back there, and there's a little switch. Very nice look. say I don't know whether to show him with his mask on or off. I probably will show him with his mask on actually. There's a brilliant look to this Predator, really do like him. That is the Predator 2 with that mask on. So what I'll do now is just pause it again, and then I'll get the medikit out and show you that, and that will finish off the video. Okay, here's his medikit all opened up. Just flip the top up, slide this part out and open up the side wings, and there is his medikit. Nice detail. I'm sorry this camera's not seem to be picking it up. It's picking up the Predator in the background for some reason. It's got some nice little tools in there. Great addition to this figure. So, my final thoughts. A lot of people probably disagree, but this is one of the better Preds that have been released. Can't wait for the Scar when he comes out. I do have the original Scar, which I will probably sell. But I think next to the Super Preds and the classic Predator, this guy would look really cool. So as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget I do have another channel that I'm just starting up, and that's purely going to be for board games. So if you're into that, just look up Darren Baker. Yes, that is my name. And I'm just starting to do some videos for that. I've got one on there at the moment. Plan to get another couple on there today. So for all you 1/6 scale figure collectors out there, stick with this channel, because that is all I'm going to be doing on this channel now. I'm not going to be doing the board games or anything like that anymore. So that'll be for my second channel. So thanks for watching. Feel free to leave comments and sub if you wish. And if you haven't got this figure and you like Predators, go out and get it. You will not be disappointed. Don't worry about the little niggles that people have got with this figure. Once you see this in hand, you won't care. I certainly don't care. I promise you a better look at the detonator. You can just about see the little red dials on there. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.